A theme from
Hi,
the
I'm
Factories
Dara Smith, Marketing and
Corporation was at the
Communications
Women's
Manager at Factories
Center doing
Corporation of
some work
Jamaica.
on Labor Day.
And with me is my team, Natalia Clark, she's sales exec. So everything Morant Bay Urban Center related, that's her. She's the person you have to talk to. As it relates to social media, Ajani Shields, she has us locked as it relates to social media. And of course, public relations is very important. So you have the tall one, Sean Ennis. The what you call it? Not the roses among the thorn among the roses, right? So this is the market team. And FCJ has been in St. Thomas since 2017 when we did the groundbreaking, when we announced the Morant Bay Urban Center project. Now that's what, like 5 years later, we're in St. Thomas again, the ribbon cutting, and we plan to be in St. Thomas for a while because we have adopted the Women's Center here in St. Thomas, and we're just gonna do some sprucing up to it to make it a lot more comfortable,
appealing.
Yeah, for the users of this facility. So a lot of work left to do here, but we're not finished. I know you heard about Morant Bay Urban Center, and you're saying, what is happening? We have more. So St. Thomas is not tired to see our face because we have the micro business park. Natalia, talk about that.
We also have the micro business park where we have the smaller units. So for most of the applicants, especially from those applying from St. Thomas, they would have requested spaces ranging from about 500 square feet. The Morant Bay Urban Center, the spaces are a bit bigger than that. So we conceptualize the micro business park to ensure that those businesses have space to flourish, and that center will be solely FCJ. So we're able to do much more for a small business. There we have sports as well. We have a farmer's market, a farmer's store, everything you will need for a community of small businesses to thrive. Now, FCJ in St. Thomas, like Dara mentioned, we're also adopting the Women's Center here. So in a few months, you'll see an expansion. So the space here will be completely transformed.
And I know I introduced my team as it relates to social marketing. I know you've been seeing a lot of videos going out. I've been collaborating with you guys on what's happening in St. Thomas. She's the person here, and I'll just allow her to just tell us about some of the plans that she has as it relates to social media and St. Thomas. The girl flap with you. Alright, and of course, public relations is very important, and communicating with the residents of St. Thomas to let them know what exactly is happening is very important. People have been saying, oh, not gonna lock down the town. That's not the case, and this is where Sean Ennis comes in, because he has to communicate with the people of St. Thomas, the people of Jamaica, worldwide, to let them know what exactly is happening. So tell us, Sean, now some of the plans that you have.
Greetings, my people. Big up on yourself. So, listen, FCJ is on a roll in terms of development. We're all about transformation, and we have been, this is the Morant Bay Urban Center, built, ready, booming for businesses booming, and we are expecting so much more. So not only are we providing space for businesses, but we are developing and transforming space that will foster and cater to corporate social responsibility. We're not just doing it for the likes, we really love what we do.
We're doing it for the love.
Exactly, and the Women's Center is a big part of what we're doing. In addition, we have more projects to come. Feel free to apply if you need donation and sponsorship for your event. There is a form that is available on our website. Stay tuned to all our publications, press releases and news. If anything related to FCJ, you can find it on our website, and of course Ajani will be circulating that on our social media platform. So follow us, stay in the know, there's so much more to come.
And I could not end without introducing you to the rest of the team, because they also play a very important role. If you just come with me while I drink my young girl Guinness. I want you to meet Zoe and Harris. She is our client service. So she will be relating with a lot of the clients at FCJ, not FCJ, at the Morant Bay Urban Center. So as it relates to lease, she will go through with them and ensure that the lease is okay. So Zoe?
Hi, I'm Zoe.
Yeah, what about the lease?
So I'll be the person who you guys will be in contact with in terms of finalizing your leases, collecting all the documentation that we need so that we can welcome you guys into the Morant Bay Urban Center. My primary role is within the executive department, and one of those roles is to manage the major projects that we have coming up. So we have other major projects and other urban centers coming out in different parishes. So though we're focusing on St. Thomas, we are coming to other parishes near you.
Right, thank you, Zoe. And all of this, so today's proceeding, and let me tell you, you know the glue that holds the organization together, that's the property department. So they are responsible for a lot of what we see. Today would not be possible without the property department. And I want to introduce you to the team, and I'll have them say a few words. I'll start off with the property manager right here, Mr. O'Shawn Campbell. Well, of course, it's a Mr. because he's a man, right? O'Shawn Campbell. And he's supported by Althea Thompson and Nathaniel Landers. So I will start off with Mr. Campbell and I'll go down the line because, you know, Team FCJ, we represent everybody, every single member of our organization is important and they play a vital role in what's happening. So let me start off with O'Shawn.
Of course, welcome to St. Thomas. Team FCJ, as I said before, has really invested in the parish. It has been often said that it is the forgotten parish, but the natives of St. Thomas say it's not forgotten, but it's delayed. And I'm happy to know that FCJ would have been steadfast in terms of the development of the MBUC, which is a historical move for the parish and for Jamaica, the first urban center. And as the property department, we will be responsible for maintaining the facility as its highest standard. And the truth is, although I'm the head, and Dara said she would introduce the team, I wanted to go right across to the executor, who is Nathaniel Landers, the senior site maintenance manager. This project could not be done and executed without his help, his support, and his management. So he is the one on the ground. So just have him say a few words. Landers.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Thank you. It's a great opportunity for me to really speak on behalf of Factories Corporation of Jamaica, and indeed my manager, Mr. O'Shawn Campbell, who really underpin and support us to do what we have to do. And yes, indeed, I am the person that's responsible for the maintenance of the FCJ properties and so on, and it was a great privilege for us to extend our support to the Women's Center. And yes, we are here today to lend our support to really underpin and ensure that the Women's Center remain floating and to really do exactly what the Women's Center set out to do, to ensure that collaboration, unity is formed among young people for their continued development and so on. So really thanks for the support and thanks for you to really have a chat with us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so you see, at FCJ, we're a team. You know what they say, team? There's no I in team. No, but this is Althea, and Althea is very shy. So she's a, listen, anything happening at FCJ, she's there. So I just want to leave with this thing. You know, O'Shawn said, forgot who? St. Thomas, forgotten? Forgot who? You know, I mean, I'm happy that people are seeing that St. Thomas is a beautiful parish, and we plan to make it. We plan to highlight St. Thomas in every way possible. And I want to thank you guys because you have been there with us from the start. I don't want to call your name because I don't want to get it mixed up, but you both have been with us from the start, and you're like a partner to FCJ as we execute our projects. And I hope to see you guys in Portland because that's a neighboring parish. So they can leave from St. Thomas and come over to Portland with us, all right? Continue on the journey with us. And as I say, it's one FCJ couldn't, two forgot who?